Being a mother without your own mother beside you carries a sacred weight. This is carrying her forward. Hey, Tabby.
Hello, Ashton.
I'm so happy to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. I know you had a long drive to get here.
I did. 3.5 hours.
How was the drive?
It was good. Listening to my podcast on the way up here, so it was all good.
Good. While the girls were asleep?
Yeah. With their headphones on, I'm yelling, trying to see what they want to eat. I'm like, put your headphones off. Jeez.
I understand. My girls, they keep it on because they don't want to hear our music, which was the best music. They don't know about good music.
Period.
They don't know about good music. So you ready to honor your mom today?
I am.
All right. Well, let's do it. So before we talk about your journey, help us to get to know your mom.
Okay. So my mama was Lavetta, or as she would introduce herself as Lavada. Sometimes I'm like, girl, which one was it? But everybody called her Vet. She was a spirit that everybody wanted to be around.
Mm-hmm.
She was fun. She was loving. She had her times. She was nice, nasty.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny because that was her song and she sang it with so much pride. But she was just a loving person. She had 5 children and she was a great mother. She was, despite what some may judge on the outside looking in, she was an awesome mother.
I know that's right.
Yep.
So you currently reside in Atlanta, with the outskirts of Atlanta. But growing up, you lived in 48.
I did. 48.
Don't throw the foes up.
I haven't done it in a long time. Oh my gosh. Yes.
So it was your mom, your siblings, and you growing up. So take me back to what a typical Saturday would look like at your house.
Saturday on Shorecrest Drive. So a typical Saturday would be us waking up to cleaning up. Saturdays were our cleanup days. And it wasn't just a regular cleanup. It was deep cleaning. So I learned at an early age how to clean baseboards with Clorox. So my sister and I, we had the majority of the work. And my brothers, they did like their room and their bathrooms. And I'm like, we got to do the living room. We got to do the kitchen. We got to do our room. We got to do my mama room. It was never ending. But that's what our Saturdays look like. So did you say Saturday morning or Saturday?
Just Saturday. Give me whatever you got.
Love it. So we definitely started out cleaning. And it's so funny because anyone who will come to our house will always say, "Oh, y'all house so clean. Your house so clean." And I'm like, yeah, she got little minions around here keeping it that way. But then we'll probably go outside or something like that. But our Saturday nights, which is what I loved, and it's very interesting because I think now as I'm older, I listen like the music we listen to, the movies we used to watch. It's like, what in the world were they really showing us as children? You know, we think it's bad now, but it was bad then too. But anyways, our Saturdays were Saturday Night Movie on HBO.
Okay.
So that came on at 8:00. That was the HBO movie. My mom would normally cook. She'll cook something good, like we'll do a seafood or we'll do steak and potatoes, something really, really good. And we'll all sit in the living room and we had a big TV that sat on the floor. And we would watch the Saturday Night Movie on HBO.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
I have not thought about that in so long. So I'm glad you asked me that.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Yes.
And I'm glad you brought up the cleaning part because my daughters, and when they watch this, I want them to hear this. Mama, you're always fussing about us cleaning. I'm setting those expectations because you're going to be a woman with your own house one day.
Yep.
And if I don't teach you, who is?
That's the truth.
And ain't nobody going to say my daughter nasty. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, you are a mother.
Yes.
You have 2 daughters and you have bonus babies as well. So how did losing your mother shape your approach to parenting? Because I know that we don't parent how we were parented in some ways, which is a good thing in some ways, which our mom won't. So how did she shape your approach to parenting?
I think I can say, first parenting to me just came natural. I think everybody says, when she had the baby, you just know,
Mm-hmm,
you just know how to do things.
Mm-hmm.
As they got a little bit older, I took from, would you say losing my mom? How did it shape?
Losing.
Yep. I took from one, how I lost my mom. I lost her when they were younger, and specifically my youngest child, Taylin. When she was born, my mom met me at my house and she was very sick, but she told my husband to come pick her up. And when I came from the hospital, she was there meeting me at my house, and I was able to sleep with her that night with my newborn baby in the bed. She came to see her grandbaby.
That's right.
She didn't care how sick she was. And that next day, she literally had to go into the hospital, admitted into the hospital. That's how sick she was. But what that showed me and what I tell them is just the love that you give and that you show. I can honestly say that my mom showed us love, but I feel as though I show much more love to my kid. I make sure they see it. I don't assume.
Right.
I don't assume that you know I love you. I don't do any of that. I make sure you know I love you. I show you. I kiss you. I hug you. I still to this day kiss if I'm dropping them off at school.
Yep.
Tamia is my oldest. She's 13. She's in middle school, and she's like, I'm like, give me a kiss. She's like. I'm like, come on,
that's right.
Give me a little kiss. But so I think really losing her really just helped me to make sure I show them love, as well as make sure I talk to them about her. Make sure they know her, even though they weren't able to know her. The little things that she did to contribute in their lives. Even with my oldest, when she was born, my mom came and stayed with me for about 6-7 months and helped me. As my husband and I worked, she stayed at home with my baby Tamia and had her dressed every day, sitting up on a little pillow, watching the news, And I just love going to her room and just seeing that, coming home and going to my mom's room. It's like, oh, hey, mama, what y'all doing? But just really, I would say just the love part. I'm just big on letting my kids know that they are loved and then also how to love themselves.
Yes.
So I think just how she left us helped mold me into making sure that I instilled that in them.
Okay. Are you ready for a good laugh?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
So before my mom passed, she moved in with me. So she passed December 28, 2019, but in July she broke her hip. So she had no choice but to come stay with me. That's a whole another funny story. And then after that, just circumstances, she, for the most part ended up staying from July. And I felt that during that time, I could tell her whatever I wanted to tell her, things that I couldn't tell her when I was younger because I'm grown now. Not because she was about to pass, because I had no idea about that, but she was in my house.
Right.
And I could say what I wanted to say, even though she still would have knocked me out, but
I'm going to tell you all of it.
Yeah. So one of the stories involved you.
I know. Which one? Wait a minute. I'm not ready.
So we're going to call this story Waffle House. So
was there drinking involved? Because I'm trying to remember.
No, we were, well, you don't drink until you're 21. I want to say that, but so we were under 21, so there was no drinking involved.
Okay,
wink, wink.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to bring the story back to your remembrance.
Okay, I'm ready.
So you were talking to this guy, and then I was talking to one of his friends, and so we were, you lived in 48 and I was living in the Rapids on Huger Street, and we ended up at the Waffle House all the way over here off of Park Lane. What were we even thinking? It was nowhere close to home, but we were there, and the guy that I was talking to, I think he wanted more than what I was going to provide, and once he realized it and we started eating, we realized that they were gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ashton.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
Ashton. I don't. I do not. Listen, I do not. Oh my gosh.
We got stranded. We got stranded over here.
And that's the funny thing is I'm sitting here trying to play in my head like, who are we talking about?
I'll tell you afterwards.
All right.
We got stranded over here, and it was us and two of our other friends, and we went down the list of whose mama we were going to call at 10 o'clock. It was probably like 11 o'clock at night, all the way on Park Lane, and all of us said, I wasn't calling Deborah Lynn. You weren't calling your mom, and they weren't calling their moms.
Yeah.
Because we knew that we would have gotten cussed out front to back.
Absolutely.
But I know even with my mom, and I know with your mom, that they would have been there, but we would have had to hear a lot to go with that.
Never ending.
Yeah. And so, I try to be mindful of that now as a mother, because I want, if my girls were in the same predicament, that they would call me.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to parenting, what approaches do you take that are similar and or different than how you were raised? In that moment, what would you have done if one of your girls called you?
I would have absolutely gone to pick them up. And I can say that one thing that I would have done differently was, don't fuss is bad.
Right.
It would have been horrible. Oh, trust me, she would not have let it go.
Right.
It would have carried on to the house, on to the next morning. She would not have let it go. I would have had to hear on the phone talking about it to somebody else.
Exactly.
I don't do that. One, when my children, when they get in trouble, I talk to them. So, and if I'm not ready to talk, I'll let them know I'm not ready right now. Give me a minute. Don't try to explain. Don't try to tell me you start. Not right now.
Right.
Wait till I calm down, and then we'll talk. So I can say that that's one thing that I do differently. And I try to use with learning lessons. I try to bring up examples so that I'm very clear on why I think the way that I think. I don't do things to say, oh, this is the way it should be done because I said so.
Right.
Yes, I feel that way. But that's not what I give to them. I tell them why I'm doing it. I tell them why I made the decision. And then I'll use an example for myself. They know a lot, not a lot. They know a lot from when I was younger, the dumb things that I did. There are some things I'm waiting to tell them.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But I do feel as though definitely just my approach with teaching them lessons so that they can learn from that. And then also that helps make them comfortable, because I want them to be able to come to me. And I tell them that all the time. If there's ever a situation, to where, hey, you didn't come to me, and then it kind of comes out, I'm like, one thing, remember, mama always gonna know.
That's right.
And it's so funny. My mama said the same thing to me, though. That's the one thing. And she would say, the Holy Spirit already told me that. I'll be like, well, okay, Holy Spirit, activate. I mean, sheesh. But, I just want to keep that door open so they do feel comfortable. That's one thing I do differently. I want to look at something that I do the same as my mama. Oh,
Lord.
It's small, but it's so funny because I think I'm going to do it up until they're adults, because my mom did it with me. When I cook dinner, it's like I fix everybody's plate. It's like, don't go on my pots.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And that was her thing. Like, don't go on my pots. So I think that's something they're probably going to do as well. When they grow older and have their families, they'll probably cook and fix plates. And don't touch my pots.
Don't touch my pots. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I can't wait to continue that conversation off camera so we can laugh some more.
That's funny.
So one thing that I've said several times through other interviews, and one thing I had to learn after my mom passed, unfortunately, was that, she was just a girl trying to figure out life. She was mom to me, but she was just a girl. And she gave me a lot of advice, a lot of great things, a lot of great advice, because I could have made way more mistakes than what I did. What advice of your mom still echoes in your mind daily regarding being a mom or just being a woman?
That's good. And it's funny, I was just thinking about this. I think because I was thinking about this interview and of course just like kind of going through pictures and things. But it was one thing that sticks with me is something that my mom actually wrote to me that I didn't know she wrote until after her death. Because of course she had these journals. And so my sister had the journals, and she sent us pictures, because on our birthdays she would write to us. And so it was one, I also had a video of her and I can't find it. I was looking for it. But she was sick, so she would swell up a lot. So it was on my birthday and she actually had a video camera, and her she was videoing herself in the mirror, and she was like, "Okay, Tabby, I'm headed to the hospital. I'm getting ready to have you." And it was just kind of coincidental that, hey, you're swollen right now, but then it's also my birthday and you're saying you're going to have me. That was funny. That's how she was. But the one thing that sticks with me is that on my birthday, she wrote happy birthday to me, and she wrote a whole bunch of stuff. But the one thing that she said was, don't forget to slow down and smell the flowers of life.
Oof.
And that sticks with me because, as we were just talking beforehand, it's go, 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 go. So with that, that helps me in so many different aspects, because I'm like, I wish she was here so I could ask her, like, what did you mean by that? Because they know you so well. But of course it's her journal, so she knows what she's writing and why she's writing it. I don't. I'm just gonna take what she says and just kind of put it into my life. But it really helps me and with my kids, with my work life, with my husband. It just helps in so many different aspects. So that was one of the things that I still keep with me.
Okay. So we've been friends for 20 plus years. And we have also experienced 2 very close losses of people who we love deeply. That's something that I don't like that we have in common, but it is what it is. Not only have we lost our mothers, we have also lost a younger brother.
Yep.
So how have those 2 losses shaped you? Get some tissue, girl, because I'm going to need some too.
Listen. How has that shaped me? One, I'm just going to go because you said brother, and now he's stuck in my head. One with my brother is it's helped me to look at life differently and hear and understand people. Understand that people have their own battles that we know nothing about. I don't care what the outside looks like.
Right.
And I've seen battles my entire life. I've seen people deal with addictions. I've seen a lot, but I didn't quite understand my brother's battle that he was dealing with until I didn't have him anymore. So with that, I think that gives me a better understanding and love for people. Like when they say, you never know when somebody's time is, or, don't hold stuff against people. It's like, I take those things like that very seriously. I have a spirit of discernment. So I know when I don't need to deal with you, but I'm not gonna show anger towards somebody and just cut them off.
That's right.
Because anything could happen. So that's helped me a lot with my brother, just loving a little bit harder and more purely, I would say. Now with losing my mom and how it shaped me, I don't know.
I know. I mean, I've seen the, us from being teenagers, to thinking that we were grown.
Yeah.
To you being a wife, to you being a mom. And I've seen, how caring you were for her and how forgiving you were with her. Because while our moms, there were a lot of things that they did that were very hurtful. And that forgiveness you give to others.
That is true.
And, you're setting such a great example for your daughters because, girl, I got to work on that forgiving part of people. I'm not there yet, but you really have it. And that's a blessing for you to have, and you're a blessing to others.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I think I can second that. That is definitely a big thing. Forgiveness is huge, and there has been a lot of forgiveness, and there has been a lot of I give a lot of grace, which is good because we have grace all the time. Grace is given to us, so we should give it as well. But that's good. I like that. Thank you. Something I'm gonna take with me, girl. I like
that. So my mom had the same cleaning tradition. We had to do that too. Mikey and I, even if we didn't want to wake up, we had to wake up because she was so loud that you were going to wake up anyway. What other traditions of your mother's have you kept alive?
Let's see. Traditions of mama. It's the small things.
And one you need to do if you aren't doing is that Saturday night movie night.
Yes.
You need to do that. Yeah.
And you know what? That's a really good one.
Mhm.
We used to do movie night more often than we do now.
Mhm.
The kids, they get a little bit older and
Yeah.
it's just like, or they'll do things like, oh, I already saw that. I know a new movie did not come on Netflix and you watched it without me. Cartoon and all. You know we watch movies together. But let's see. What traditions? I know it's
Yeah.
plenty of them. This is why I need my sisters here. My sisters.
We're gonna let them slide today.
Yeah, they should have been here to help me with this.
We can come back to it.
We can.
Yeah,
let's
think
do
about
that.
it and we come back to it. Yep.
I'm gonna let you know when it pops in my head.
Okay. What do you hope your daughters inherit from your mother's spirit?
Oh, I would say her discernment, her spirituality. Like she was a very spiritual person. She had a relationship with God. And I would say that's one of the biggest things that I would love for my children to inherit, because I share with them now about the importance of having a relationship with God. You know, we can go to church, we can read our Bible, but it's about relationship.
Yeah.
And that's something that you have to build on your own. But I would say definitely her spirituality, like that's helped me through. And we can go back. I'm going to also hit on the last question with what I am taking into my life now is just the reading of the Bible, spending time with God and doing it openly. My mom did that with us. My mom would grab a Bible. She didn't care what day, night, time. She didn't care. She'll just grab the Bible and she'll just start teaching things to us. So with my kids, I'm the same way. I teach them about God. I show them openly that I worship. I go to Bedside Baptist a lot.
That's right.
So, you know, I'm in there and they looking at me as they're eating their breakfast, but I'm watching church. I'm like, come on downstairs, y'all, let's watch church.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going, let's watch it together.
Yeah.
And they be like, oh, Taylor and sometimes she'll follow. Taylor and get up. We in church. You got to act like you in church. It's funny. But definitely the spirituality and like just spending time with God and showing them that it's okay. My mom used to speak in tongues, and I used to be like, what in the world? When I did see her in church, because we didn't go to church often as a family,
right? But
when I was younger and I see her, you know, catch the Holy Ghost, I'm like, oh Lord, what's wrong with her? You know, like, God, what's wrong with my mama? But she showed me those things so that when I see it now, or I understand it. I don't judge. I don't think, oh, she doing too much. I understand because I saw my mom do it, and that piece has also been given to me. And now I'm building a relationship, so I know how it feels just to cry out and be thankful to God. You know, and it's just like people look at you like, "What's wrong with you?" But again, something my kids see, I do it openly. They come downstairs in the morning. I'm like, "Don't cut TV on to read my Bible right now." You know, whatever the case is, and. You know, I just want them to be able to take that and understand that it's about relationship and you don't have to be shamed. And I don't care that daddy doesn't do it and I do. I don't care that y'all don't do it and I do. This is me. This is what makes me comfortable. So, yeah.
And they're watching.
They are.
They're even when you think they're not. They're watching. So I just stopped with Marie because she's about to be 18, but I do these random phone checks.
Oh yeah,
I take phones all the time.
Oh yeah.
First of all, because I pay the bill. Okay, but and then you're in my house. But just so I can know what's going on in life, because you know we didn't have social media. Thank God we didn't have social media growing up. You know, to have that influence on us.
Yeah.
So imagine, you know, what our kids see now that we can't control.
Yep.
So I take the phone and so my middle child, Kendall, one day I took her phone and I clicked it and it was a Bible verse. Her screensaver was a Bible verse. Yeah. That meant so much to me.
That does mean a lot.
Yeah.
That does mean a lot.
Yes.
And you know what, speaking of phone times, that also goes to, I had a phone time. A lot of people did not have phone times. I had a bedtime. A lot of people did not have bedtimes growing up. And it's like, yep, I had a bedtime. I had a phone time. I remember my sister and I, we shared rooms, and you know, beginning of school, so it's really light outside, and we could still hear people outside playing. But it's 8:00. It's like bedtime. We were in elementary school. It's like 8:00, getting to bed. We like, golly, like everybody's still outside. Mm-hmm. So we used to sit and just look at this ceiling, and we used to tell your mama jokes. Trying to go to sleep, like it was just hard. Yeah, but that's the same way I do with my kids. Yeah. As they get older, of course, things progress along. But you have phone times, and it's specifically for the reason of you need to rest your mind. Like you said, they have access to so much, and we don't do social media right now. I can't. I'm like, they like can't. We're not there yet. Mm-hmm.
My girls, 8th grade, they just started, and Marie was probably 10th grade. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I totally agree. Yeah,
it's a lot. Mm-hmm. But that's why, hey, you want to learn these little dances? I said, I want to learn dance too. Let's put it up. I'll pull it up on my phone.
And we can all watch it.
Yeah. That's how I feel about it. But phone times, I'm like, put your phone upstairs. And it's funny because I do have a bonus son that stays with me now. And he's like, that's not what he was used to.
Yeah.
And he's like, why do we have to put a phone up? Because we said so.
Yep.
And yes, you do need to check them phones every now and then. Yep. And they come right in my room.
Yep. 9 o'clock is the time. And I used to set a reminder for me to tell the twins. Marie, since she's a senior now, I let her, try to, because she's about to be a young adult. But the twins, they know.
Yeah.
Not only the phones, the iPads too. 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
9 o'clock. And if I'm not here, Adrian, he'll let them know. Yep. There's nothing you need to be doing. And I even saw a text, one of the friends, like they were picking at him. Your mama makes you turn your... Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. And your mama should too.
And but you know what I tell my kids when they do? Because it's same difference. It was a lot that that my friends were able to do that I wasn't able to do, and the same difference with my kids, But I said, you know what? Everybody parents differently. I said, but I'm not here to judge nobody else.
Right.
But let me tell you one thing. This is why I'm doing this. Right. This is why I'm doing it this way, and it's not going to hurt you. It's only going to help you. Yep. So
and I'm glad you brought up the expectations that your mom had, because with both of our moms, other people looking at them probably from the outside in, because both of our moms struggle with addiction. And so probably never dawned on them how great of a mother they were, though. Despite all that, she still had those expectations for y'all, because the goal is, as mothers ourselves, we want our daughters to be better than what we were. And our moms wanted that. And I know that your mom is definitely proud of you.
Oh,
I know that.
you.
I know that.
I think she would be. I was her favorite, so I'm sure.
And if your sisters were here, they could, object to that. But since they're not here, then,
I'm sure they would try to, but don't try. Yeah.
So speaking of that, what do you think your mother would say about the mother you are today? So if someone asked her today, if she was still here, what do you think she would say?
I would think she'd say that I'm a great mom. I think she would be proud of me. Now, knowing my mom, she might try to correct me on some things that I do, but I make my choices the way I do. Like, I'm not gonna do everything the way somebody else wants it to be done. But I think that she would be proud of me. Yes. I think mostly she would probably like that I listen to my kids, which is just something, not to say that she didn't listen to us, but she didn't give us that opportunity to feel as though she was going to listen, as we got older, that changed. And that's how I knew that maybe I could have did this when I was younger, maybe. But, I think that she would definitely be proud of, just having that time just to talk. And I just check in with my kids, and a lot of times they try to be short because they want to get back to whatever they have going on. But it's like, it's time to check in. It's time to tell me what's going on. Give me the tea, all that good stuff.
Yes.
Like, tell me what's going on. And I do little dates, where we'll go. I'll take one. I'm like, don't tell nobody. We're going here.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because every time I say it, I look over like, I said that to the other one last week. So they know.
I used to, with Limerie, I used to tell the twins I was taking Limerie to the doctor. They were like, Limerie goes to the doctor a lot, ain't it?
And that was y'all's time. So and that's what I like to do. I like to, just get them by themselves, just to kind of just check in and make sure everything is good and let them know that I'm here. You can talk to me. I'm listening. And I try to help. I think another thing that she could probably tell me I'm doing well is just coaching them. I mean, of course, we're here to teach them, but I coach them. You know, when they do talk to me about certain situations, I let them know that, hey, you're doing this right. Hey, that sounds good. Or, hey, try saying this or trying to doing it this way, you know. So, yeah.
That's so awesome, Tabby.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
I try. Those are my little lights of my life.
Yes. Yes. So is there anything else you want to share about your mother that you want the world to know?
Just how amazing she was. Anything else to share? Wish my sisters were here. I really, really do. But one amazing thing that my mom, like I said, it was all about spirituality. One of the biggest things that I saw about her. Regardless, she loved God. She had a relationship. And it's funny because when she left us, she was in hospice care. And my sisters were there. So they called me. I had just left South Carolina maybe a week before. It wasn't even a full week, as a matter of fact, because she was in a hospital first. I came straight down with my baby, with my newborn. I'm like, I got to go see my mama. She's in the hospital. Yeah. They're telling me like, oh, you have to call her when we're here because she can't pick up the phone. I'm like, she can't pick up the phone. So I'm like, nope, let me go see my mom. Yeah. And I went straight down there with my babysitter, Kayla. She was my babysitter. That's my girl now. But she came with me to watch the girls. And I got up there and she was sitting up in the bed talking. I'm like, what in the world? I thought you couldn't. Yeah. She's like, what you doing here? I'm like, how you sitting up just chit-chatting like everything is okay? But she went from that stage and stayed there for a few days. And as soon as I left, she kind of went downhill from there and she had to go to hospice. But my sisters called me and they're like, it's time, And so I'm just boo-hooing on the phone. They had me on speakerphone. I'm like, it's okay, Mom. Let go. We love you. You're awesome. You're a great mother. I just remember saying that, like, you're awesome. You're a great mother. And, she left us. And so I was sitting outside in my backyard and my sisters are together here. And it was so funny because my husband was talking to me and I'm just kind of like staring, like, just a death stare, just staring up at the sky. And all of a sudden I saw the most beautiful shooting star. And for some reason, it just made me say, Mama. Like, I just opened my mouth and it said, Mama. And he was like, huh? And I was just like, huh? No, nothing. I don't know, but it's like when I saw it and I don't know where we were or what we were talking about, but my sisters was like, yeah, you remember that shooting star we saw? I was like, what shooting star? And it was like, yeah, we were outside the hospice and we saw the most beautiful shooting star. I'm like, y'all, wow, I saw a shooting star too. And I'm pretty sure it had to be at the same time because like I said, I'm outside now just trying to calm down, get some fresh air. And they saw a shooting star and I saw, and for them to remember, like, it was just the most beautiful thing. And that was her way of like, I'm gone, girls. I love y'all. Like, it was amazing. Yes. That's how awesome she was. She was so weird, but I love it. I love it.
That's awesome. All right. So in closing, I need you to finish this sentence for me, okay?
Okay.
Because of my mom, I am.
Because of my mom, I am resilient. And strong. She's taught me everything that I needed to do or know to get to where I am in life. Whether she knows it or not, she built me for this life that I'm living right now. She did that.
You built for this girl.
Yep.
Thank you, Tabby.
Thank you, Ashton. And thank you, Ashton. This is so amazing. And I love you. And I'm just so grateful that it's been put in your heart to do this for our mothers. Like, it's amazing.
Thank you. Don't make me cry. Thank you, girl.
Thank you.